And again, do a lot of these things within your comfort level. I encourage you to go outside your comfort level to some extent as well, and to encourage your child to do the same thing too. But this could be like a sanitary issue. So I got some garbage here, some recyclables too here, okay? Judge ye not, it is Sunday, so it's a feast day. So I like to feast. This little piggy likes to go get some McDonald's here, okay? And some recyclables, okay? So what you can do with this, take garbage recyclables. Fun activity to sort, obviously the garbage from the recyclables too, but also if possible, you can even write the sight words onto the pieces of trash or recyclables here, okay? Oh, that's cheese. Nope. Nope. Yep, that's... You can write it on there, or even this has writing on it. You can even simply just do like a word search or a letter search on the wrapper itself. You don't have to write the words on it, but you can as well. So I wrote the word add on this, right? So I can toss it on the ground here somewhere. I'll take this energy drink. Now you can write on the stuff themselves, or you can go and tape words on too. This is going to be a little less work for you adults too. As always, encourage your older kids at home to help you be your teacher assistants too. Remember, make the kids work more, not yourself. Work smarter, not harder. Yep. So, and you can just simply call out a word, or even try if you have a lot of cans. That's fine. You can turn into like a bowling game, okay? So I know I'm rambling off a lot of different activities at once here, but I'm gonna try and be more concise and more slow myself down here, okay? So I can throw some more words on here. Alright, so now we have a little bowling game here, okay? So you can get a toy ball or whatever, and roll the ball into it, okay? And then whatever pins or cans they knock down, that's more cheese, they say those words, and then if they can say the word, help them say the word too. After they read the word, they get that as a point, or however you want the system to work. So let's give it a shot here, okay? Wow, okay. Thought I'd do better, but this one, so it's 2, I would say 2, and then I can go recycle it and be done with it, okay? And then I have it, and I would do the same thing with it and go recycle these cans because they're recyclables, okay? Or save it if you're comfortable with it. These aren't very dirty. This has a cap on, so it's easy to keep it, the stench inside it. It's caramel coffee, it smells delicious. It's not gonna really get sticky too quickly here, okay? You can even save it, put them off to the side somewhere and use them again, okay? Or recycle them and just keep using other recyclables in cans and bottles too, okay? Alright, so I can use a stuffed animal for bowling as well. That's a strike. But then I would go over here and read all the words I can read, okay? And like with the word wall games, if you're gonna go this route as well, if you want to add an extra level of difficulty and concentration as well, is to have them write down the words that they knock over. I have them, they can write on a sheet of paper, so they can write down the words. Let's say I knocked down it, that's if. I could just have them write down if on a piece of paper. You don't have to use lines if you don't want to, or you can make it harder and add lines here that they have to stay on as well. So let's say I knock over go, okay? I would go G-O and try my best to stay on that line here, okay? You can add an element of writing as well. Anytime I do some sort of paperwork, like anything that kind of resembles doing some sort of worksheet, I try to make there to be some sort of play-based aspect or game-based aspect towards the sheet as well. So it's not just sitting down and writing words. That's just, it's going to help their penmanship, but it's just not the level of engagement is not going to be as high, and you're going to be using less senses. So the retention of the words themselves actually isn't going to be that high if you're just going to write down words. So there really needs to be some sort of play-based aspect if you're going to have your child start writing some words, which they're definitely at the level of capability. too, though. Okay. Another thing you can do with these recyclables, save them. Definitely save them. They don't stink too bad. I mean, these are caramels. They smell delicious. This is a cap on, so stank isn't going to come out. You can even have them punch on the words that you call out. But have fun with this stuff, seriously. If I think of more activities, I'm definitely going to come back and throw more ideas out there. I don't want to give you too much, but I want to give you enough that you are comfortable or confident that your child will stay busy but happy and full of these activities. Yeah. Yep. Less is more. Less work for you, more work for your kids. Okay? Or space them out and do some. Oops. You can do some specific word work, and you can do like target practice with the ball. So, where is he? Kind of creepy, pretty old. Saint Nick calls out the word. I want you to see him. He's my favorite. He calls out the word. It. I would roll for it and try to hit it. And you can use so many different things. You can use a shoe to throw at these things. You can use a Nerf gun. This would be fun for a Nerf gun to use like target practice as well, okay? So this game will be target practice. The game before was bowling, obviously. Hopefully that was obvious. Now, with the garbage, what I would do with the garbage here, at, and let's just do simplicity, cat. Okay, again, we'll go back to that. There's words all over these things and letters. You can have them just ramble off all the letters they see, or you can have them read the words they can read, or have them find specific words you want them to find. So this could also be a word search on garbage. Or write down words yourself, or if you have an older child in your family, have them be your teacher assistant. Have them or yourself write down words on the packaging or the garbage. And you can do some garbage basketball. Oh, napkins. Look at that. The gift that keeps on giving, okay? So you grab that. There's more cheese, yuck. I'll go back to this place. Alright, so my buddy here, old Saint Nick Creepy, calls out at. I would find at, calculate it up, and play some basketball. Now, you can make it harder. I could hold this up, or you can have one of your older kids hold this up and make it harder for them to shoot into it again. Okay, again, have fun with this. Keep it play-based, keep it game-based. If at all possible, keep it hands-on as well. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid worksheets as much as possible because they're not really, they can be helpful, but the reality is at this age, it's not super conducive to their learning experience and enhancement, okay? It's not that worksheets are bad, it's they're evil. I have a random 10. If you have a little garbage can like this too, you can put off to the side out there. You can do like one of them Bozo the Clown games. Toss it, yay! You get a point, okay? Right? You can do that with this. Again, I don't feel like standing up, but you can have them slam dunk or shoot from afar as well with a bigger garbage can, or hold the garbage can up like I said before, and kind of move it around so they have to try harder to get it too, okay? You can turn it into a slam dunk contest, okay? If you have the space and you have the patience and the energy and the money to pay for a damage done to your house. Alright. Or a toy that you're okay with using a little more aggressively, and you could toss them at the word you call. I'm not gonna throw them. I'm not gonna throw them. You could throw a stuffed animal at the word you call it, or yeah, let's do that. We'll be right back. Monster truck rally. So what you can do is you can take they've got a truck or a car that they really like. They can drive that vehicle into a word you call it. So somewhat creepy old Saint Nick says if. I'm gonna drive it into if for a monster truck rally, okay? Or if you've got one of the bigger Tonka trucks, you could use that to use instead of a ball for bowling. So if I had a bigger vehicle, I would just set up like a bowling alley here, and they could just drive the bigger truck into it, and then they would just read the words they knocked down, or make them drive into specific words that you want them to knock down too, okay? And again, there's different levels of difficulty with this. You can say, knock down the words that begin with I, or start with the letter I. So I would knock down if, it. Or you can do knock down the words that end in the letter T or end in T. So I would knock down cat and it, okay? See what I'm getting here? You can do that with your target practice as well with your Nerf guns. Again, change it up, keep the variation between these games different. Again, do what you're comfortable with. This is an awkward angle. Do what you're comfortable with, but I encourage yourself to maybe go a little beyond that. And I definitely encourage your child to go just a little beyond their comfort level as well. Have fun with that. I'm trying to give you as many ideas as possible to just kind of have fun with this, to find a little bit of goofy, hopefully some goofy joy in this lockdown quarantine, folks. I'm here for you. Seriously, I am. But yeah, so that's kind of like where our random activities / floor activities, medium to high level of energy.